One of the things we're going to need to do, and we ask you for a lot of information, and we've done it a lot through the years, so I'm mindful of that. But as part of this effort, we're going to need a little bit more updated information, right? And so we've been working internally to the types of data we're going to need to collect from you to make this successful. And so one of the things we're going to do is put a system together as part of this effort to collect and store that data so we have it moving forward. And Missy Morehart is on our team. She's our application development lead. She's going to kind of explain that process a bit. So.
Hello, I'm Missy Morehart. I am the applications manager at DIS. I've been with the agency for about 18 years, and all of those years have been spent in the applications group. So I know I've worked with many of you over the years. As we started working together with this pool team, it became obvious we were going to have a lot of data that we were going to be collecting, and we needed a repository for it, a way for us to update it, as this is going to be a long-term project, a way for us to report out of it, and an opportunity for you guys to be able to update and report out of it as well. So we decided to come up with a system called AIMS. It's the Arkansas IT Management System. It will be a public-facing web application, and your agency users will be able to access it once it's productional, and currently we're targeting the end of November for production. We are also working on identifying key data elements that we may have already gathered from you or we may have from other sources, so that limits the amount of data that you have to enter. So that's one of the things we're working on through this development process as well. Your data gathering will begin with your push-pull team meetings, and for those of you that we meet with prior to when the application is ready, we'll collect that data through a spreadsheet, and we will upload those data elements from your spreadsheet, and then they'll be updatable once the system is available to you. The categories of data that we're going to be collecting, we'll collect agency information and information on your IT initiatives, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, things of that nature. We're also going to look at your applications, mostly custom and commercial off-the-shelf, anything that you brought in that's been customized, with the goal of making sure that all of those things that work in your environment now will work in your environment once you're migrated. We'll be talking about your data, same reasons, and also to make sure that your data is secure the way it needs to be in the new environment. We'll look at your equipment, network, and also your fiscal information, which I think Amy's going to cover a little bit about later. Some of the sample data elements, this one's for agency and IT objectives. Looking at full-time employees that currently support your infrastructure. We're going to look at who your customers currently are. Are they public customers? Are they other agencies? Are they internal staff only? And that allows us to make sure the right people have the right access to what they need. What are your agency's long-term goals as they relate to IT? That's one of the things you'll be able to elaborate on through the system or through the spreadsheet so that we can collaborate on that as we move forward. Some of the data elements for applications, as I mentioned, custom or off the shelf. Also, do you currently have a development or maintenance agreement in place with a vendor? So we, again, can make sure that we're approaching things the right way and the right people have access to keep your systems maintained. Where is the application hosted? Obviously, that's going to be an issue as we move forward. This is a sample of some test data from the spreadsheet that we're currently working from with the push-pull team. And Rick Martin did me a favor and just kind of came in and did some test data. So this just gives you an example of the type of questions, some default values, and then the data elements that will end up being uploaded into the system. So I think we're okay. Thank you.